Guys, what is up? That sounds so weird. I feel like I'm glad no one's in here. I feel a little cringed, but my name is Darby. I guess this is the first episode of this channel. Shoot, that's weird. I really don't know where this will go, if it's gonna end at like 2 vlogs or whatever, but it seems like quarantine's really pushing everybody, even though we're kind of on the end of it right now. I just want to make something, you know, like I want to do something. So for those of you who don't know me right now, currently I just had a Genesis Coupe 3.8 and I love that thing. Like straight piped out the back, 6-speed manual, black, super cool, gloss black rims that I just got on there. Looks super sick, but it was time to get rid of it. I might be moving out west this summer and I really need something with more room, less miles. The Genesis is really getting up there. And honestly, it was just time to get a new car anyways. I looked around at a few cars and I finally found the perfect Focus ST. So I drove all the way up to Clarksville, which is about an hour and a half away from Nashville, which is where I'm at. And I went to go check it out. We got up there, test drive went awesome. Then after buying it on the way back, it misfired. We thought we got it fixed. They didn't think it was anything major at first. You know, like you run through all the stuff before you think it's a misfire, especially when it only misfires on the interstate. So, you know, spark plugs, coil packs, that kind of crap. But unfortunately, none of that fixed it. And they had to open up the head of my engine and we found a cracked valve body, which is not fun. So because there's a cracked valve body, I had to send it back to the shop, and it's been up there now for about 3 weeks. So I haven't really had the car. And it turns out the amount of time when I was driving the car was not even at full capacity. We're actually running on technically 3 cylinders, maybe even a little bit less, because we were leaking so much pressure from the cylinders causing the misfire. So the car was probably at like 60% capacity on what I actually felt like with power. Crazy as that is, it's coming time to pick it up. So I'm actually making this probably like 3 days out from me actually going there to pick it back up. But I really wanted to start early to show you guys kind of what I'm doing in the meantime. Right now, I'm at my dad's place. I work at his nutrition store. Just kind of making the money right now this summer on the Corona grind. And I kind of want to show you guys like what I've been whipping around. Without further ado, I want to present to you guys the Toyota truck, or as my dad calls it, the Yoda. This thing is so slow. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun. We just took it off-roading the other day. You can kind of see the spoils of that, even though it's not really like caked in mud. At least it's not like, you know, clean, I guess, for a truck. We just put this new roll bar up there, roll cage with the KC lights, which is super fun to drive around with. Not on the main road. And this is a gas tank my dad installed in the back, filled with gas. You can actually fill up the truck with it, or even better, we fill up the boats at the lake with it when he drives it down. So super nice of him to let me have this truck while I'm going through this whole like car issue. I'm not leaving work yet. We still have like 3 more hours until I actually head out of here. But as soon as I head out, we'll hop in the truck and I'll just show you guys really how slow it is. But then again, it's not really built for speed, so I can't complain too much. I just kind of miss going fast. So I am very much so ready for the Focus ST to come back. Also, shameless plug real quick. If you're in the Nashville area, Nutrition Factory, Nashville, definitely where you want to be for all your nutritional needs. Shoot, I cannot tell you how bad I want this Focus ST right now. Today, actually, I had a call from the dealer, and he was basically telling me like, hey, we got the head back from the machine shop, like the valves are kind of fixed and whatever. We're excited to get back to you. They sounded hopeful that they would have it today, and it didn't happen. So we're back to square one. But I mean, that just means that there's more excitement, right? Like you can just wait for that, for good content, make me wait, learn discipline. But we still have the truck. And it's funny because I've always driven a street car. So like I had the Genesis Coupe, right? Well, technically before that I had a Corolla, and before that I had a LeBaron. Not really street cars, but getting into the car scene, I had the Genesis Coupe. And the Genesis Coupe was so much fun to drive in. And of course, like, you get a different string of compliments, especially when you start doing stuff to it. And, you know, like, I would go to all the car meets and I would talk to all kinds of people, and I made friends doing that. This whole truck world is completely different from what I'm used to. So far, when I've driven the truck, I've got compliments from 40-year-old men, like random dudes I don't even know, who are basically saying, that was my favorite year. And, like, I know there's a whole market for that, but I know nothing about it. And so I think it's so funny that people see me driving it and assume that I know all the information, which, why wouldn't you? But it's funny to me because I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to a truck. But when we get the ST, I'm excited to show you guys. I might put a picture here somewhere of it, because I do have a picture when I picked it up the first time. It's black on black, which is super sick, tinted windows. I'm probably going to re-dip the wheels because they looked a little bit chipped, and there were some imperfections there. And the calipers were red, I think, at a point, but they are now faded, half red, half gray. So I'm going to try to fix that as well. But besides that, and an aftermarket intercooler, which I found on by accident, actually, when I was trying to change the spark plugs out, the car is basically bone stock. So I'm excited to get in there and really dig into it. Stock air intake's already in there. We're probably gonna have to take that out. I know a lot of heating issues come with the stock one, just the way it's like routed, and so I wanna fix that up. There's just a lot of stuff that could happen. So I'm excited to do it, and I'm excited to document it with y'all, because I haven't really done this, and I think it'll be fun with the ultimate goal in mind of being able to do a cross-country vlog when I actually take it out west, if that happens, hoping that happens, because I think that'll be super cool. So I'm excited to share this with y'all. And we're in the truck. Basically it for the inside. I mean, it's a bucket seat. Don't have a ton of room, really. Manual 5-speed. Which is awesome. So that definitely makes it a lot more fun to drive. And I believe this is the 92. Very underpowered. I mean, it's got a 4-cylinder making like 120 maybe. Not even that, barely. Around like 110, somewhere in that range. Very low. Even in 4th gear on the Interstate, flooring it, it will barely hold 70. And if we're going up an incline, it will drop floor to the ground. No tachometer to see my RPMs at all, so you kind of just have to listen and hope you know when to shift, which driving stick for a while has definitely helped me do that. Start up here with the old truck. Let's see if she'll start here. Sometimes takes a second on the first crank. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, she started right up. Let's see if we can hear it. Ooh. Mean. Honestly, driving this truck through the middle of downtown Nashville. Sorry, I got a dirty windshield from our off-roading adventure, but it's not too bad. I mean, granted, I can't really critique the car's power and gas mileage around town that well, because it's lifted with bigger tires on it than normally are what on the stock truck. But otherwise, I mean, it goes. I mean, especially like with like low end torque, like you're not thrown back in your seat, but for like, you know, taking it off-roading and stuff like we were doing earlier, like it's got enough power to pull you out of most holes that you get in. But with no limited slip on it, your wheels are going to get stuck pretty quick. So you also have to watch that as well. But the Interstate should be up here in a second, and we will we'll do a pull in the truck. Now guys, I'm super excited to get the ST back. Oh, this bum's gonna feel so bad. Oh God. I'm super excited to get the Focus back because I'm sick of going slow. I didn't think I would care that much because it's not like I've had a hypercar or anything the past couple of years, but like the Genesis was pretty quick. Like it got up, and I definitely was able to zip around town, and it was fun doing it. And so when I got in the ST, like technically the horsepower is not as much as what my Genesis coupe was at the 3.8. Oh, it sounds so bad, those bumps. But yeah, it's got more torque, which definitely throws you back in your seat. And I mean, you know, the turbo sounds. I mean, of course you want to hear those. So being in this is definitely a different speed for me, but it's fun. I mean, it's a different kind of fun. This would definitely be a secondary car or even more of like a third car down the road, because this is definitely not something I'd want to daily drive, but we'll see. Second, turning onto the interstate. Let's just see how fast we can get. It's not going to be from a stop, but let's see. We're about 20 and I'm going to floor it. Floored. Going down the road. I think I need a shift now. All right. She's wobbling. Wobbling at 55. So I'm really not quite sure if that's completely accurate, but let's assume. Needle wobbling here on the speedometer. Flooring it in third gear right now as we slowly build speed up to what we need to be at. Now, like I was saying before, I can't really comment too much on actual like ride quality because it's not exactly like set up the way it should be. My Genesis was lowered. It was a stiff ride too, and this is definitely not a luxury ride in the truck, but it was lowered. I was on springs, and the Focus is not lowered, but it's definitely a lower car with the ST suspension or whatever. So being in this kind of feels like you're in a tank. I feel like I can see everything super well. People are getting out of my way, and I'm not getting in the way. It's kind of how it feels. But yeah, right now we're just cruising in fourth, wobbling at 65. Hopefully we can get back in one piece. Guys, we are in terrible traffic. I think there was a very bad accident up there. A lot of emergency response vehicles coming by. But right now we have a problem because I'm almost out of gas. And there's nowhere really for us to go. I do have the gas tank in the back of the car, but I'm not quite sure if that's gonna cut it. So we'll see. Oh, here comes another fire truck. Okay guys, traffic's still pretty bad. This F-150 next to me is squeaking super bad, and we are getting on dangerously low gas level. I don't know if there's a gas light in this car. I feel like if there was, it'd be on now. I can't really stop here to fill up, so I'm hoping we can make it past this and not cause more traffic. That'd be pretty bad. Okay guys, so accompanied by our blue light, we have basically run out of gas. The car is still running, but it's getting to the point now to where I don't know if there's a fuel light right now because this isn't my normal car, and I don't feel comfortable trying to take it that low on the interstate and risk me just running out of gas and potentially something bad happening. So we're just gonna go ahead and pull over right now on the side of the interstate and fill up with the tank in the back. You know, I forgot how sketchy it is to be like on the side of the road on the interstate. Basically right now, we're just, we're about to fill up. I'm gonna kind of show you guys how it works and hope we don't get hit, because I mean, that's so sketchy watching cars come by so close to me. I suppose it's no different than a car meet though, when people are doing stupid stuff. So let's try to fill it up real quick. It's super easy. Basically how it works, the pump gets power from these power things right here, just like jumper cables. And then the gas tank's right here, so we just plug it right up. Just to show you guys kind of how it works, I already hooked it up here in the front. We got our cord running out on the side of the interstate here in the truck. And I'm praying that this works because it was kind of being weird the other day with the cords, not getting a good connection. Let's see. Oh yeah, you hear that? Barely going. Now we just pump in our gas and we basically wait for that. All right, I know the lighting is weird with this blue light, but dang, what a weird thing to happen. I have yet to actually run out of gas on the interstate or really anywhere in any car. I really just wasn't paying attention, I guess, before I left, and I probably should have filled up. But then again, like, I wasn't that concerned about it because I thought it was gonna be a straight shot home. That backup really pushed us back, which, by the way, I found out everybody looks okay from it. It didn't look like anything crazy. They just needed a lot of vehicles, I guess, for cleanup. So let's try to get this thing home, and I'll meet you guys there. Well, guys, we barely made it home today in the Yoyta. shoot, that was a little sketchy. I got a little sketched out there for a bit, but we made it back in one piece. So probably by the time this video drops, they'll be about 1 or 2 days out from actually grabbing the Focus ST. And of course, I'm gonna do a pickup vlog on that. So I'm super excited. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was definitely weird and different. You can see the gas tank back there. But yeah, excited to do more. See y'all.